that may or may not be listening. Bless everyone. This is the first video that I have ever uploaded to any other platform other than Facebook. And I'm not really doing this as a way to make money. It's more like just a way to talk, because I'm just an average guy, just trying to make it in life. It's unfortunate how common that is these days, especially. Just real talk, people my age, they got it really rough. I got it really rough too. But there are others that are worse off than me. I would very much like to see it change, better in their lives, better in my life. It's up to us to figure out what that is, and God, of course, but we can change it anytime. The biggest issue I have is I don't know what to do or how to. And I know that's a common problem. And quite often, I find myself blaming others, blaming this reason, that reason. It's not really anyone else's fault or anything else on the outside that's causing it. That's, it's the individual's fault. It's my fault for my life. It's everyone's individual fault of why they are there for the most part. Of course, there are exceptions, but usually the harder things get, at least they seem to get, they're not really. It's this habitual thing that's instilled in us from day one. It's difficult to change. It's difficult to make new habits. It's difficult to be happy if you don't know how to do it. And unfortunately, we're taught from day one to be consumers, to be reliant on others for our happiness, for our security, for our finances. Like I lived in that one-bedroom apartment. It cost me an entire month's rent every month. Just one bedroom. And the job that I have to work, they don't pay well at all. And I really do think that people in this situation, they're not going to get anywhere because they're limiting themselves. I'm limiting myself to someone else's rules. There's a cap on how much I make in a month, no matter how hard I work, because you're paid by the hour. Doesn't matter what you do in that hour, because that's not how it works. It's a salary job. And that's why a lot of people are what I've heard the phrase quiet quitting. Because why would they work harder? More people are starting to realize that, but they're having the wrong response to it. It's like, no, don't be careless, don't be minimalistic, but also don't let them flog you. Don't let people keep you down. It's up to us to break free of that. And hopefully, me just rambling here will help somebody. I mean, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm still trying to figure out what to do in life. I still have my first vehicle. I've had this for years, several years, because I'm too poor to get another one. It's a real problem these days. Used vehicles, you can buy them. You could buy a new vehicle back then for what a used vehicle costs now. Things are not great. And they're only going to get worse because it's only natural. Everything's a cycle. I want what's best for people. I don't know what's best for y'all. I don't know what's best for myself. That's why it's difficult, because we haven't figured it out yet. But there are things in our lives that we don't need. One way that I think would help is like, how much of what we have do we actually need? This ties into that consumerism thing. Be hooked in, buy the next new phone, or the next shiny vehicle, or the next shiny thing, or next video game. Think about it. How much do you actually need? How much food in your house do you actually need? If you're eating when you're hungry, you don't really need that much food. It's amazing. I used to be a really big guy. I used to be over 350 pounds. I used to be almost 400. I had all sorts of health issues. I figured out that I was eating based off of my mood, and it's a cycle. It's a cycle. And once you break free of that, though, once I did, that was the happiest time I ever had in my life until I met my fiance. That's the only thing that superseded that. I knew where I was in life. Just, we carry around so much weight, and I mean the figurative weight as well as the literal weight. Like, we have so much stuff we don't need in our lives. Homes, properties. Junk. Stress. I have a lot of stress, but most of it's my own doing. But we're all creatures of habit. Especially me. I don't know how to do anything else. And it's difficult to let go of things, even if I don't use them, even if I don't necessarily need it, even if I don't really want it even. But today's gonna mark day one of me just not caring about things that I cannot control, not worrying about what doesn't affect me directly, focusing on what I need instead of what I want, because I can't get what I want till I have what I need, and it's often difficult to distinguish between those two. But thanks to anybody that could be watching, and this is my first video, I'm going to say again, so I have a lot of learning to do. I have no idea what I'm doing, so don't be too harsh. If you decide to give criticism, I'll take it. I can take criticism. Just make sure it's useful criticism. Anyway, God bless. Have a wonderful day.